back then, as we do remember the olden days, you were kind of dubbed, and I think in a way it was very right, as saviors of heavy metal.
Yeah, I don't know. We played a part, for sure. Back then, you know, when you're caught up in something, you don't realize, it's very hard to take a step back and understand what's going on. So we didn't realize anything. We just, you know, kept going and doing what we believed in, which was heavy metal, of course. That's why we started this band in the beginning. Then, if you compare the musical climate in '97 and '98 and '99 to the musical climate a couple of years later only, and not to mention now, something definitely happened at the same time when we came out with Glory to the Brave, and I think that's what I will be the most proud of. You know, when we retire and when everything is over, that I will be very proud of the fact that we helped bring the music that we love back to the masses again, because nobody was really doing that when we started, and that was the basis or the foundation of Hammerfall, was to create something that we wanted to see ourselves and listen to, because nobody was doing it at that time.
Only a few. I mean, bands like Gamma Ray was...
Yeah, there were some remnants, but no new bands. No label dared invest any time in new bands either. That was melodic vocals and you know, the melodies and the music and everything. So I think we were largely responsible for, you know, what you're saying. We helped out, but without the help of Nuclear Blast, for example, and without the actual need for it. You know, it wouldn't matter what we did. You know, if people didn't want it, then they don't want it. But I think people were tired of the monotonous and single-minded aggressiveness and rhythm-based music that was all over everywhere at that time, which was what we sort of were rebelling against a little bit in a way. We felt kind of that nobody's doing what we want to listen to, and it's no fun going to a concert when people are looking at their shoes or screaming their lungs out. We wanted melodies and a show in the music. We wanted to bring back the sort of Iron Maiden kind of shows that the people did in the 80s, and for, you know, we got the opportunity to do that, and that's another thing that this success that we had with the band in those days. It was not just the metal. It was the fact that the band actually had an image again. I think was kind of important as well, because bands weren't doing that either at that time very much. Of course, we didn't invent anything. We just came out on stage and in the music scene and said, this is what Hammerfall is. This is what we want a band to look like, and what we want music to be like. And then whatever happened after that was just ripple effects. But it's going to be interesting to see how this is viewed 10 years from now, for example. Because for a long time it was not very cool to like Hammerfall, so we will see if it turns back over again.
Really? Right.
Yeah, maybe you haven't noticed, but...
I didn't really, because I think you always kept being around.
Yeah, of course, because we have some really dedicated and faithful fans. There's no question about that.
It was a matter of either loving it or hating it for many years. And when we played Sweden Rock, the bass player's girlfriend went to the bathroom, like standing in line waiting to, you know, whatever, and she overheard a conversation. The people said, oh, we're going to watch next. Well, we're going to watch Hammerfall. I don't like it, but we have to see it. I think that is something that many people they're too afraid, or they're not ashamed about it. They can't really stand up and say, hey, I love Hammerfall.
And this is, of course, the regular metal head, you know, the true metal people, so to speak, those who know what they're talking about.
Yes.
This has been a common attitude among these people.
Because heavy metal should be like a subculture. It should not be in the mainstream. And I don't know what they missed in the 80s. I mean,
it's bullshit. This attitude is complete.
I mean, there was Iron Maiden, there was Judas Priest, and hello, let's face it, they were successful.
Absolutely.
Just as you are now.
Yeah. And the biggest festivals around the earth, I would say, are metal, you know, hard rock and metal festivals.
Sure.
So they should maybe crawl back under the little stone there.
But it's like
kind of like metal, you know, this attitude of like keep it totally underground.
Yeah.
And that's nothing heavy metal has
keep
ever
sound
been.
like a demo.
Is that the kids or something? Which is?
I think it was more the older guys, the people who were around our age when we started.
Sorry.
Yeah, forget it. Let's not go. We can talk about this for hours.